Peels, brushes, gadgets, branded extras. Suddenly, you're looking at spending hundreds before you know it. This isn't a sponsored list and this isn't a buy everything video. This is based on real use, real mistakes, and what actually makes a difference when cooking with pizzas at home. I'm sharing the top 7 essential accessories you actually need so you don't waste your money. Let's get into it. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Ellie and I've been reviewing and cooking using portable pizza ovens since 2017, starting with the original Ooni 3. Accessory 1, the wooden launch peel. If you're using a perforated metal peel like the Ooni 12-inch metal peel to launch your pizza, then I would recommend an alternative. Actually, for me, it's not negotiable, based on experience and having used both types. If you haven't already, give the wooden launch peel a go. The one I'm recommending isn't expensive and it's very lightweight. The weight of the peel is super important, as a heavy wooden peel added with the weight of a pizza can become unmanageable. You've got to gently maneuver your pizza into the oven, but if it's too heavy, it can be wrist breaking. And you may even need to use 2 hands just to launch your pizza. This particular peel, the Epic Cut is by, is made in Italy and it's just the right weight. It's not solid wood but made of layers, and this keeps it lightweight and stops it from warping. All you need to do to ensure it lasts years and years, like mine, is to wash it after use, dry it straight away, don't leave it in water, and that's all. I still use this one and have been using this exact peel since 2017 in all my 12-inch pizza ovens. Just pop some fine semolina on top, slide your pizza onto it, and you are good to go. Go launch that pizza. Accessory 2, the infrared thermometer. Don't 100% use the oven thermometer to regulate and check on your temperature. It's great that these new and modern ovens have the facility to provide you with the oven temperature. It's helpful for watching the general temperature as you're watching the oven heat up, but totally trusting the digital display on the front may be providing you with the ambient air temperature and not the stone temperature. Why this matters is because you want the stone at, for example, 440 Celsius for Neapolitan style pizza. If you launch when the air is hot but the stone is cold, you get that dreaded floppy pizza. This is where your base remains uncooked as the rest of your pizza cooks properly. So my recommendation is you get any good quality high temp IR thermometer, which will work just fine. You can get any of these on Amazon. I've got ones I've used over the years. I'm now using an Ooni one, which I really love because you can see on the dial the exact temperature that it's referring to, but any really good quality IR thermometer will do. Accessory 3, the metal turning peel. This is the minimum heat loss strategy. These newer pizza ovens like the Volt 2 and the Ninja Artisan have a window which is amazing, but every time you open that door to pull the pizza out and rotate it, you lose a massive amount of heat. For most of the time with these ovens, you can get away with not turning the pizza, particularly for the first cook. However, if you do see the pizza cooking more at the back rather than the front, you will need to turn it. So there is a solution to this. Use a small diameter metal turning peel, like a 7-inch metal pizza peel. You can rotate the pizza inside the oven without pulling the whole pizza out. It keeps the temperature more stable and keeps the pizza round. It makes it faster to turn. Plus it has holes for the excess semolina to fall off the base. You will need to practice turning with a smaller round peel, but I would highly recommend doing that. Accessory 4, high precision scales. If you're making any dough recipe just like this one, you know that 1 gram of yeast versus 2 grams is a big difference. So you'll need to get a specific scale, like a dough scale or a jeweler's scale, that measures in small increments. Standard kitchen scales are too vague for yeast and salt. This is the cheapest and best way to instantly improve your pizza dough quality. Accessory 5, the dough proof container. You saw me use this in my latest video. It has got to be the best dough proof container I've used to date, and what makes it super practical is that it can be used inside the oven for baking too. This is the small version and it comes in medium size as well. It's the perfect container size for my 500 gram pizza flour recipe. The Volt 2 and the Ninja Artisan have built-in dough proofing features, and this container fits perfectly inside, keeping the humidity in and preventing a skin from forming on your dough balls as it's proofing inside. Accessory 6 is your wire pizza brush. This is one of those must-have tools because you're more than likely to end up with debris on your pizza stone in between cooks. And the best way to remove it is by brushing the debris off the stone. I send the debris through the slit in the windows. The benefit of brushing off the debris is twofold. One, your pizza stone won't smell the kitchen out, and two, your pizza base won't be covered in debris from your previous pizza cook. And finally, probably the most important one, your cast iron pan or griddle. It's important, but not just for baking. It has two really important uses. Cast iron pans are perfect for using in high heat pizza ovens because other metals will melt at these high oven temperatures. But it has an even more important purpose, and that's its use for regulating your out of control stone temperature after multiple pizza cooks. Because even though these ovens are really good at temperature regulation, these stones are designed to hold heat. And if, like me, you like to cook fast, then this trick will get you there. So even though the oven will do its best to lower the pizza stone temperature for you, it will take a bit more time. And if you are like me and want that instant heat change, then this is the essential tool for you. If your stone is too hot for your pizza, just place the cast iron pan on the stone for 60 seconds. It'll remove the heat from inside the stone very quickly and speed up your cooking process. It's as easy as that. A perfect tool, and I couldn't cook pizza without it. There are a lot of flashy accessories out there. There will be a few tools that you do need. There will be a few tools that you will want. The tools I've mentioned today are ones that you will need. So keep those accessories clean and well stored. Start with basics, upgrade as you go. No need to buy a set all at once. So start with the essentials. Learn the oven, upgrade slowly based on how you cook. If this video saved you money or helped you decide what's actually worth buying, give it a like, it really helps the channel. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you like my new backdrop as well. This is my new backdrop for 2026. My Christmas holiday was a bit of mild flu, and then realizing I needed to sort this out. So that's what I've been doing. We're back into it now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy New Year for 2026, because this is the first video I've made for 2026. Subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of my tool recommendations in the comments below. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.